love, mercy, and your grace, Lord. Thank you for this day that you've given us. Thank you, Lord, for all the blessings you've given us. Thank you. Lord, I pray that you'll bless this meeting, Lord, and have your will and your way in it. Lord, I pray, God, that you'll protect us, keep us safe, and will give us wisdom and knowledge that we need, Lord, to handle the things in this town. And Lord, I pray that you'll just go with us and protect us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, please. Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. History lesson, folks. It is a disgrace to say one nation under God. You see no comma, you see no and. It's one nation under God, okay? You do a disservice to the military people when you say that. So please say one nation under God. I think my voice is loud enough for you to hear that.
Okay, Brian, approve the minutes from the last meeting.
But we do have a correction.
Need to make one correction.
And it is the bidder, right?
Yes, on the bid, needs to be,
On Donnie Smith's, right?
yes,
Okay.
corrected from 41 to 26, 668, 16.
26, 668.
16, 26, 668, 16.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Have a motion, we accept them as amended.
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Next, we need to approve our agenda. Motion to approve the agenda.
Make a motion.
Second. Second. All in favor? Opposed? Now we need to appoint a new alderman. The floor is open for nominations. Do we have a nomination?
I make a motion that we appoint Joe Moore.
I second.
Motion made second, or any other nominations? Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on that? We'll have a roll call vote. Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Spencer?
Yes.
Mr. Ridley?
Yes.
Ms. Vance?
Yes.
Motion made and carried.
Joe.
Ms. Jones?
Come see Harriet.
Welcome. And thank you, Town Hornsby, for having me. Swear someone else in. I've never had so much business. Will you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, Heather Jo Moore,
I, Heather Jo Moore,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will honestly
that I will honestly
and to the best of my skill and ability
and to the best of my skill and ability
discharge the duties of alderwoman
discharge the duties of alderwoman
for the town of Hornsby,
for the town of Hornsby,
a municipal corporation
a municipal corporation
in Hardeman County, Tennessee,
in Hornsby County, Tennessee,
to which I have been elected
to which I have been elected
and am about to assume
and am about to assume
without fear,
without fear,
favor, or partiality.
without favor or partiality.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Yes.
Oh, what's that?
Here. Maybe you sign this one. Yay. There you
you, bye.
Oh. Okay. Next item on the agenda is the city hall bids. We need to make a decision on that tonight. Do I have any motions on which one we're gonna pick on that?
Did we get anything updated from more roofing, or we just still have the one that, had already expired?
It's still good, but there's still some, I talked to him and he never got me back on some discrepancy on painting the interior walls or pressure washing the outside. So I don't know what the deal is on that, but that is, up to y'all's decision on how you're gonna carry that further, but we need to make some kind of decision tonight.
Well, I think we should make yourself more clear on exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah, and that's not in, and that wasn't in the bid.
I suggest that we talk with him again and get something else in writing to make that clear. If it was a little more clear of what he's gonna do exactly, then I'd just as soon go with his bid as anybody, but it's not clear enough for me.
And you're talking about more roofing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not labeled out. Donnie's he has everything all separated out, but the other one's got discrepancies in it, so it's up to you. We need to get this thing rolling because, we have time limits on this money being spent. We can't just keep, putting it off. But it's up to y'all.
Well, let me ask you, on more roofing, being as, because I've been up in McNairy County, I know he's got signs up everywhere. Up there, is, it gonna be a problem getting him anytime soon after all this tornado went through and he's doing all this roofing?
Well, we don't have a per se start date or a finish time on it. But I'm still,
Should we not have go ahead and write a list of things, kind of go by what's already been bid?
we've already bid it out.
We can do this.
It's already been bid. Will you?
List of items that he could actually, coming from us,
But you can't change what's there.
evidently, we need to make it clear to him what we really was wanting.
We have a motion to.
I make a motion that we go ahead and go move forward with Donnie, since he was clear on his bid and he was able to be in contact with us. And I think that you called Mr. Moore and he hasn't returned your phone call, has he?
No.
Yeah. I make a motion to go with Donnie's bid.
Motion's on the floor to accept Donnie Spence's bid. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that. Next thing on the agenda is one order of positions. No, someone stole up in there.
Sorry.
I thought Chris went to get you one. A
It
pen.
doesn't matter. This is my suggestions here, my idea. I'm gonna put, Mr. Isbell and Mr. Vance on the street department. And Spencer, and there's more on the water department, and Melissa's on the police department, and I'll handle the fire department. Everybody okay with that?
I am.
It's fine with me.
Okay.
Does there need to be anything else, like another department, or that anybody can think of?
Not that we've ever had.
Okay. I was thinking more like buildings and grounds, or
That probably could go
maintenance or something.
under your street.
You want to do street department and maintenance?
That would go under street. Okay. Next thing is on to the dreaded water department. I know we have one thing here, we've got to, hire somebody to come in and do a rate study for us. State has required it. And this company is willing to do it. It's gonna cost us $5,000 to do it. But we have no choice. So what I need is a motion to approve this company to come in and do a rate study for us.
And let me say, this is MTAS, and I've been dealing with the water board. And of course, that's in their order that came down, and they told me to contact TAUD in Murfreesboro, which is the Tennessee Association of Utility Districts. And I have been in touch with them about doing the study. They are so booked up, and she, the lady that does it up there actually gave me 3 engineering companies that they recommend to do it. But if we hire somebody like an engineering company, we don't go with MTAS or TAUD, they can charge us what they want to. MTAS or TAUD tops out at $5,000, which is, I think, extreme myself, but I know it sounds like a lot, but it's in the order. We don't have a choice, and I'd much rather pay $5,000 than get a private company that's gonna charge us 10. Just so you don't think we're just getting somebody that's charging a lot just for the sake of doing it. So I will make a motion that we go with MTAS for the water rate study.
Got a motion, do I have a second?
I have a question for you. Is that what you showed me, is that a resolution to do that?
That's a contract, it's the
Is that
agreement to
contract
hire
itself?
them. Yes,
Do we need a resolution?
No, not Bush, it's a contract.
It's just a contract for them to
Okay.
I second.
motion been made and second. Have any more questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Everything else in the water department? How we doing? We can do that. We've got two people. One is, Wesley, Danton was wanting to do a maintenance contract, water and streets, but it was gonna cost us $5,000 a month, which we can't, that's kind of out of our spot there. We'd like to come back for $40 an hour, and $100 an hour if you use the backhoe until we provide something for it. So that's the two options.
Well, William is a bargain compared to what we just had. So I make a motion that we hire William back. He knows what he's doing. Because right now, it's killing us. We paid somebody to fix water leaks that haven't been fixed for months. We paid for lost water that we can't fill out. And now we're gonna pay a third charge for each leak, because we're gonna have to pay somebody to come in and fix what didn't get fixed from the first person. So we've got to get these leaks and water loss addressed, because, you know, they're wanting to look at our 22, 23 water loss. We can't just keep having water loss. We've been in a mess with what we've had. That's how we got to where we're at. So I make a motion with William, because we love William.
I got a question.
Okay?
What do we get for the $40 an hour?
That's him checking the pumps every day, checking the master meter,
He's basically doing what he was doing before?
Basically before. He said it'd take about probably close to 2 hours a day
Okay, that's,
to do all the, to check everything.
2 hours a day at the $40 an hour for 30 days a month, 31, whatever.
Forever, yeah.
What's that be? What would that be?
He said sometimes on weekends, if he's not around, it's not gonna be, he won't be checking it, so it's not gonna be per se set $40.
But
$80 a day.
he just kind of arrived about what it'd take. Is that what he was doing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's $80 a day, times 30, what is that?
$2,400.
2,400? 2,400.
And
Wasn't that about what he was taking before?
It's about the same.
Only
About
one,
the same.
he wasn't using his backhoe, right?
Right,
Is that about what he was making before?
I think so.
Yeah.
And-
Of course, if he's working on a water leak, that's on top of all that too. Now he's gotta
Yeah,
fix the
he
water
was
leak.
using his backhoe and stuff, yeah.
But T-Dec has talked to me, and remember Mr. White said if T-Dec comes to town, somebody goes to jail. I don't wanna go to jail, I only wear UT orange. The
I'm not
master
saying about that,
meter,
I'm just trying to figure out.
yeah,
how much
but no,
that
it's the master
Yeah.
meter and the pumping station have not been checked with T-Dec regulations, so we have,
is. I
falling
understand.
behind,
need all
we
that
got
done.
to do it.
Now, did he find himself a helper?
That's what he's trying to find now.
He
That's
had one
the
person
hard
out there.
part, is finding help.
yeah.
Okay.
This, and getting their schedules aligned.
Now, I know we talked about in the past, like having somebody working with him like a trainee or something. Or,
That's what he would like to have.
is that still in the deal?
If he
If
can
he
find
can find
somebody,
somebody,
An apprentice?
yeah, if he can find somebody.
That's what we like.
It's hard to find anybody that wants to work.
Yeah, on the first phone.
And then, well, I guess we can just have to talk to him. I'm okay with it.
I need a second.
Get a second.
She needs a second.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Opposed?
So let me tell you one more thing on the water department. Dave Fontenot, is the investigator with the Water Wastewater Financing Board, contacted me Friday. They are reviewing all the stuff from Hornsby. And I think more than just the water department, there's a lot of stuff being looked at. He told me that once they get through, Ross Coloma, who is the assistant director for local government with the comptroller's office, They will be coming to Hornsby to interview all municipal officers, past and present. So everybody gets an invitation to the same party. So, we just need to be ready for that.
Michelle.
Yep.
Nobody's here from the fire department.
Wait a minute.
What?
I got one question.
Yes, sir.
How's our administrator for the water department doing?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we need to do something about her contract agreement, because the comptroller's office has told me that, when those contracts were done, the board was never told about those contracts. They are illegal, they are null and void, because they required board approval. So since we're having to straighten all this stuff out with the water board, we need to do something about straightening out that agreement, because we can't keep working with an agreement that they say is illegal.
Okay. And, that aside, is she up to date with her duties, or does anybody know?
Don't know.
As far as I know, she is.
Okay.
I get my reports.
The billing and the people that want it taken out of their bank accounts and all that.
Yes,
She's supposed to be coming down on Monday afternoons.
From 5.
5:30 to 7 for anybody that needs to.
And that's just, if people have questions, right?
Right.
Like billing questions or whatever.
But, you know, we still need to do what Steve White told us we had to do. We've still got to get somebody, in there who can look stuff up and address issues in that office. Because she told me she's fixing to move to Corinth and she's not gonna be readily available like she is now. So, somebody's gotta, cause like water bills don't get out and people, I know Amber, you missed 2 months.
We don't, I still don't have water bills for it, and that's why I was telling Melissa, I've got to, our bills are due the 5th and we haven't gotten them.
So somebody has got to be able to get in there and look those bills up, and Steve White said we had to get, he said it'd be better if we had 2 people trained, two more people, not just 2 people, 2 more people trained. Because we've got to
Hire
do
somebody in training?
I figure we could put Joe. No, seriously.
Getting into.
No, seriously, in all seriousness, I think Joe and I could probably, you know, do that. I mean, I'm not talking about doing all the billing or anything like that, but we just need somebody who can get in there and when people
Answer
need to know,
questions.
yeah.
Because y'all probably can't touch the money. as
No,
officers
no,
of
no,
this-
no, he just
So, yeah.
said we just need to be able to
Answer.
answer questions, and it'd be better to get 2 people.
Yeah, get into the system.
That's just,
Yeah.
yeah, so probably Joe and I need to do that,
She said she would train
so.
everybody.
I mean, 'cause it's frustrating when you don't get your bill, I know.
So you're saying Monday's 5:37, what do you do? Yesterday was Monday, and my bill's due, what is today, the 2nd, Friday? And I can tell you right now, Ricky Moore's not gonna be happy if a late payment's stuck on his bill, and neither am I. So, we need to know how much our bills are. Some folks may not care about paying bills, but we do.
I'll text her and find out.
Okay.
Find out. Anything else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to this thing, you got on the wastewater, water and wastewater board, under item 3, other than hiring this guy that we're gonna hire from MTAS.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about capitalization policy. I thought we had a capitalization policy, at least for the general fund, don't we?
We've got to have one for the water department.
Which is, it's gotta last more than a year, and it's gotta be above a certain amount of money. Is that been established? Have we established that yet?
I think some of
When you
this,
buy something, whether to capitalize it or expense, is what I'm talking about.
and you know, some of this we need to know from Bob Dahl, where he's got some of this stuff placed on our audit. But I talked to him Wednesday, I don't have a clue when we're gonna get the 22 audit. I mean, I should have just talked to this water bottle, I've been as well off. But we've got to have that audit to do some of these things in this order.
And then a debt management policy.
I've got one that I can work on for that I got from
And
MCAS.
you can look up stuff.
Yeah, I've got
Google,
one from
you
MCAS,
can
right.
find, typical policies.
Right.
And we need to do that now, or do we can wait for this impact?
We need to be working on all of this now.
A 5-year capital asset budget. Review our fees, connection tap fees. Get all our training done. Have you done any of your training? A lot of training, have you done that?
Training on what they're,
The water, utility training.
I'm working on
no more than a little of it.
I got mine done. You-
I'll get it to it. That is, I'm gonna tell you, that is being highly enforced by the water board. And they put this in the order that they sent down from Nashville, that we have to verify that everybody of you, all of us, have completed that.
Yeah, we have to put it on file.
And yes,
We've got to review our leak adjustment policy if we have one. Now, the best I can say, I've looked up different towns and what their policies was. I'm sure you have too.
I have.
Most of what they're talking about is if you've got a leak of your own, that I'm a homeowner, I have a leak in my home or somewhere, and I didn't know about it, then what's the policy on resolving that issue? But does that include whether the city side or the house or the homeowner side or not? I thought we had a policy on that somewhere. It's not written down or known by most people. If it's on the city side of the meter, on the inlet side, it's the city. If it's on the homeowner side, it's the homeowner. But that's pretty simple. They're talking about, if we know it's a homeowner, we should have a policy to address a leak at least once a year. You see what I mean?
We did have that policy, and then we decided that, we wasn't gonna,
We're going to leave it all up to the homeowner.
yes. I think that was our
That's
last,
the policy.
I think that was the last decision the board made.
Is that written down anywhere?
It should be in the minutes somewhere,
I have.
whenever that was
I'm
done.
just saying, there's more to it than just hiring him. There's a lot of stuff we have to come up with.
It's a lot of work. It sure is. It's an awful lot.
Hopefully, they'll work with us.
I mean, Nate Fontenot, he is the investigator that's really investigating Hornsby, has told me that he realizes that we're dealing with a different situation out here with a mayor that's resigned, and they're gonna try to be as lenient in working with us on time on stuff as they can. To try to get everything to fall in place.
So, you think then that the guy in MPAS will work with us on these policies too?
I would very
But that's hard
seriously
to
doubt it,
find.
because, you know,
We're just gonna look at rates.
he's just gonna do rates, because he said, they're so backed up too on doing water rate studies that Steve White may not even be the one to do it. He said it might be Eric Spencer, who is our MTAS financial advisor. They've got so much going on with doing this stuff. I just don't think he's gonna have time. They're gonna take our money and do the water rate study, and I think that's gonna be it.
Okay, so if that's true, then we need to start working on these policies.
Right. Yeah, I've been trying to work on them.
I'm done.
Police department,
how far are you about that safe?
I
You
have, not that I remember.
Okay. I saw a couple for sale, pretty cheap. I already went on to you.
Curtis, can we check into maybe looking at, what it would cost for us to get a postage meter? I know, you can rent them, we had one that, when I worked at Denton and Cary, and it had to be even longer, or Chip wouldn't have done it. Just because, it's really hard getting these water bills out. And I'm just, if we mail them in Hornsby, they never get to where they're supposed to go. Melissa's mailed them from Bolivar twice or once.
I mailed them from Bolivar the first month I did it,
And so you
and then I mailed
still
them
get it.
from Hornsby last month. So in March, I mailed them from Bolivar, and I had to put posted, like I had to put postcard stamps on every single word. And then they ran it with a meter over here. In Hornsby.
You gonna just run through the meter over here?
Well,
I mean, the problem is, I don't know.
Come in, they either come up missing,
Yeah.
or they tore apart, or, cause there's a whole pile of back there that came back, just pieces.
Ripped, yeah, they're ripped.
So, and they might, one of them might have been George. Two of them.
2 months.
It's shredded, I'm
That was
sorry.
ripped off, I mean, it was just ripped, I don't know, we tried different post offices around here, and nothing changes.
What's it cost to mail one out now?
Jackson's the only one we had,
Any
on the
luck?
source that we had that we had better luck with anyway.
Last month to mail it, it was. Look at the report. It was $180-something. Oh, it was $159 in March, and this month it was $180-something.
Somebody deliver them for $100.
It's a pretty good
How many
stack
more
of
customers do you have?
bills.
It was 300 and something that I mailed out, yeah.
Yeah, postage is not cheap
No,
anymore.
it's not. It's going up again.
Yep.
I mean, we just gotta figure out a better way, I mean, it's just not working.
We need to look into that and see what our best option is there.
Yeah, we ain't need business.
We are.
Didn't we get a notice that we got a water grant?
We did.
What's the next
We got-
steps
we
on
got-
that?
Well, I'm just signed about 6 papers to send back to them a while ago,
What's those letters we had?
so, because they got to redo something with the engineering company and all that. So, every county, every town's having to do it. It's some kind of paperwork you gotta do, so, it's in the process, but it's not gonna be, it'll be a little ways down the road before we probably hear anything else from.
Did anybody else see a thing in the paper, a local paper, that Bolivar was hunting a new engineer for that purpose? Why would they be doing that? They're supposed to have that prior to.
They're having to do the same thing we're having to do. We're having to redo a lot of it.
Having to do what?
It's having to be redone because of the guidelines from TDEC.
Redone from the start or what?
Some of the bids and all that stuff.
All the engineer bids and all that's gotta be
That's why that was in the paper.
that's what they're having to do.
Yeah.
Every town.
Every town has to do it.
Everybody that got approved has to do it.
Well, Bob put an ad in the paper for one. For an engineer. Will we have to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, we just haven't got that. I just signed.
They're taking care of it.
Well, they got to be a new contract now.
Melissa Davis.
New contract. It's gonna be.
I don't know about a contract. I just know about the letters and the bids.
It had to be rebid.
Anyway, because that one didn't come before the board.
We need to look at that. No, we didn't like,
No, it never came before the board, and it's got to the board. But I'll say this, I talked to a couple of engineers, they're friends, you know, I got a lot of engineering friends. And, the sad thing about these grants are, is TDEC has taken so long to approve. And they were supposed to have been done in January, here we are in May. And, you know, they've got to have the projects finished in 26. But even though they're taking part of your time being slow doing it, they're not giving you that time on the backside. So if you lose 6 months, 7 months, you just lost it. Unless they change their policy, TDEC's not extending your time to get your work done, even though it's really their fault.
well, that's what we got state representatives for, ain't it? To help us. Paige Wally and Mr. Shaw.
Sean,
That's true.
That all he did.
see it.
Yes, floor is open for public discussion.
And would you need a motion to put you in jail on that car fund?
Do we need a motion to put us on it?
Yes, you didn't get one.
A motion to put us on the water department?
To get,
Oh, you're talking about do the bit to look at the,
Yes.
yes, we can
oh, you
get the system, train the system.
to train for the, yeah, you're gonna, that probably would need to be, approved by the board. And we probably need to wait for the next meeting
Yes, we
to,
need to have it on there, yeah.
since we've done past that. That'll be on the agenda next,
Okay.
put it on next one. Well,
So you're gonna find out my water bills?
We're gonna try to figure out.
we'll try to figure out this stuff.
I know what they're on an average, but last month's bill wasn't an average, it was lower than what we normally pay, and I was like, I just didn't want this month's bill to be twice as high. And I,
Surprise, surprise. Let me tell y'all this, I forgot about this. This guy came to the house one day last week, rang the doorbell, and I went to the door, and he goes, "Are you Miss Plunk?" And I said, "Well, yeah." And he said, I was told I had to come see you. But anyway, it's a guy that will be in the next few weeks in Hornsby, and he's gonna be flying a drone around and taking pictures. And what they're doing, this is something done along with UT Knoxville. They're doing all this in every town where people walk, and because he was saying, "Where's y'all's walkway?" And I go, "We don't have one, you just have to walk the block."
we tried to,
Yeah, so anyway, if you see a drone and they're taking pictures, Chris, don't shoot it down. I mean, it's legitimate, it's something that they're doing in all the towns, I guess, through the state of Tennessee, but he's actually doing Hardin County, so. Just didn't want anybody to get concerned that somebody was spying on them or something.
Guess who sent him to your house?
Did you send him to my house?
and on that note of talking about that, because I'm on that steering committee, there were signs that were being given to the town, and they're called Wayfair signs, and there's different information that's on them. And it was agreed they'd be put up. Well, they're still sitting at the Ag Center, and I really need for somebody to say, I mean, it was told, I don't know how long ago, a year ago, whatever, that we could do it, and it was agreed upon. We just need to get the signs put up on the right of way. And Casey was willing to help me with that to get done, but now I don't know if he is able to now or not. But anyway, the signs are over there. It's where be more Hardeman County. I've probably seen shares and stuff, what we've done. But it was about trying to get people out to do more. As a matter of fact, the tennis court and stuff up here has been in the process of being redone. It's gonna have tennis net and everything because the weather's been holding us up on it. But it was being resurfaced, they bought these concrete, through their grant program that we went through, nothing that cost this town. It was just me sitting down with them and writing some stuff up to go to the state. They've got benches that'll be go on the, tennis court down there, tennis net to be put up. It's just a bunch of things they're doing. They have some of these garbage cans of those concrete, really, really heavy ones, nice ones, to try to help dress up the park down here, plus to benefit, because I mean, I had a lady the other day ask me, said, Amber, were y'all having a tournament down there at Hornsby? And I said, a tournament? She said, a baseball tournament? I said, no. I said, the baseball tournament was held in Middleton. And she said, I've never seen so many cars. And I said, well, it's because we're trying to get us back down here and more activities going on with the kids in the school and everything else. So, Be More Hardman also was trying to do a thing with the bike routes and stuff to making it safer, because the survey was done. And a lot of people in the community answered the survey as to why they didn't walk as much or whatever. Of course, one of the concerns was driving too fast on the back streets and stuff. People were concerned, and there was some about the animals, the dogs, loose dogs and stuff. And so it was all about trying to get more information to try to help the community get out, exercise more, drink more water, eat more vegetables, fruit, stuff like that. We've done several things through the school down here, and that's mainly what it's been done through. But the tennis court was, like I said, was one of the big projects. They paid for every bit of supplies. The only things we had to provide the labor. Well, Raymond Cox helped with it, but it was Brother Matt Emerson and Paul Ayler. I think Ben Sanders went down there some. And like I said, Raymond, and like I said, but the weather then got too cold, they couldn't finish it. But it'll be lined and striped, and it will look really, really nice when this is all done. But they've got signs over there for this community, and they really need to be put up. I mean, they're willing to give us this stuff, and it didn't cost, it cost a dime to the city. And it's just trying to get more awareness out about things.
What does the sign say now?
They're just wayfair signs. Some of them were even, what they did was they tried to plan a route to let you know, like, if you were walking this certain block, at this point you'd already walked this amount and stuff. And then there's like stuff about slowing down, kids, different things.
Do you have it?
The Ag Center has them, but I mean, we can, like I said, if you'll just tell me, I can have the signs put up, which was a year and a half, 2 years ago, I guess now. They'll do it. They'll get it taken care of. They want to do it. But I don't want, because since all of y'all are just about brand new again, I didn't want to do anything that all of a sudden y'all see signs put up on the side of the road. So it just needs to be taken care of, or I need to tell them to give them to another town.
We've already approved that, didn't we?
Yes,
It was approved, yes.
yes.
I don't see no problem in
Yeah.
going ahead and doing it.
Okay. Well, I just didn't like to because I kept being told I might need to hold off. I didn't know any reason or anything.
Just do it.
We really tried to get a walking trail, and we were gonna have it put all the way around the school down there, which would have been an asphalt walking trail, but because that property didn't actually belong to the city, it belongs to the school system, we couldn't do it.
I thought we talked about making a block. Maybe 2 blocks, one to William Street and around down Church, and then another one all the way up to North Lane and around.
It is.
down Mitchell.
That's what the signs were, yes, that's exactly right.
Two
That's
different-
what, yeah, it was like 2 different routes they done for walking and bike
One
riding
long
and
and
everything.
one short.
Yeah, because we really would hope to try to get the old railroad tracks, what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's what Hipper Valley did. It's really nice too. They've got a paved asphalt drive all the way down the old railroad track in Hipper Valley. Really, really nice.
But I don't think we talked about paving when we talked about a long time ago, was it? Just talking about establishing the trail and then
Just
put the
around,
signs
just
up.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and do that.
All right, so I can talk to them and just tell them that we'll make arrangements and I can get with you whatever as to when, or them, okay.
Freak that out here.
Okay.
All right, next regular meeting, I'd like to change to the Thursday, June 8th, if that's okay with everyone. Is that, Is that all right, with Thursday, June 8th, instead of Tuesday, on Thursday? Is that okay?
Good for me.
Just make sure you put in the paper.
Yeah. Tell Darryl. Anything else? Do I have a motion to adjourn?